Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Bell here. I'm coming to you from my office in the Center for Excellence in Teaching and Learning at the McNichols Campus Library. So, I hope you're all well today. So, today's Wednesday writing tip, I want to think about topics and what we decide to write about for our projects. I'm showing you here a document I'm still actually working on. I have a conference presentation coming up, and I'm showing you this because it helps me kind of contextualize this idea of thinking about a manageable topic for an essay, right? It's kind of like you don't want to choose a topic that's so broad that you can't write about it well in the amount of space you have. And you don't want to choose something that's so narrow you won't have enough to say. So we're thinking about this because we're starting to gear up for our own research position essay. And as you think about topics, I want you to consider that. You can't write everything there is to know about cyberbullying. That would probably be like a 2,000-page report. But maybe you want to narrow your focus to think about cyberbullying and COVID, and then maybe add a particular demographic of people, like how did cyberbullying spike for young adolescent girls during COVID? Like that's a way of narrowing it. It's a little more specific, but it's not so broad that it's going to be 2,000 pages. So right now, I'm actually working on a project about a book called The Undocumented Americans by Carla Cornejo Villavicencio. And this is a really interesting book. And so I kind of had to go through that narrowing down process as well. There was so much that Cornejo Villavicencio wrote about that I found fascinating that it was really hard for me to narrow my focus. But I only have about 15 minutes to give this presentation, so I had to really get specific. Now, this is a verbal presentation, so it's a little bit different than writing an essay because I finally get to my main point a little bit later than we should. I kind of explain what I do in a longer project. But basically, I explain what I'm going to do here is that her book highlights an often overlooked aspect of the September 11th attacks. The key point is that scores of undocumented workers risked their health and their lives to clean up the toxic rubble of the assaults, and that their work and sacrifice has often gone unrecognized. So this was about a 200-page book, and of all the different things I found in it, I'm just going to write about this one particular section because I found it interesting, and that's enough for me to talk about in 15 minutes. I can't cover the entire book in 15 minutes. I just have to key in on one idea. So as you, again, continue to think about what is it that you're going to write with in regards to technology this semester, your research position essay, I want you to think about a topic that is meaningful to you, that has some interest to you. But again, don't make it so broad that you can't cover it well in good detail, but don't make it so narrowly focused that you won't have enough to write about, in an 8 to 10 page paper. So that's the writing tip for today, thinking about focus and scope. We'll move forward into thinking about those topics a little bit more. I can't wait to see our Flipgrid posts for this week now that we've got that all squared away. I hope you have a great week. And again, the name of the game is finding just the right size topic for the position essay. Remember, your position essay is defending a position, so that will be an argument of some sort. You are arguing for a side or a position in this topic, such as, hey, I think that text messaging is really, really a great thing because it helps people express their emotions in a way that they can't always do verbally, or something like that. So we'll play around with ideas as we move into next week. Hope you all have a great week and see you soon.